Earlier today, Tropical Storm Idalia formed, and earlier today winds were 45 miles per hour, but as 11 p.m. on August 27th, they have increased to 60 miles per hour. Idalia has strengthened more than expected. Now, most models are starting to show Idalia making landfall in the Big Bend area here of Florida. Some models show this as a major hurricane, and a major hurricane is categories 3, 4, and 5. Now, Idalia is over very warm water that's going to be like a hot bath for tropical cyclones, and that is why Idalia could ramp up and become a major hurricane. Currently, the National Hurricane Center has it as a high-end category 2. However, like I said, due to the warm water, it is highly likely it could be a major hurricane. There's not a lot of shear to tear it apart, and latest water vapor imagery shows not a lot of dry air, which is very concerning. Now, what could work against Idalia from really ramping up is when it gets about right here, it's expected to increase in forward speed. If it increases in speed, it would have less time over warm water, which means it might not ramp up. But we got to keep that possibility of a significant landfalling hurricane. And again, models are suggesting landfall right here. However, all tropical systems wobble, so it could actually go here or even here. So anybody from Pensacola down to Marco Island, Florida, needs to pay attention to Idalia. I cannot stress this enough, though. It'll likely be a hurricane when it comes ashore, but if it comes ashore in the Big Bend, don't worry so much about the category. Storm surge is going to be significant because, as you can see, this dip here would push all the Gulf of water in. That means even Category 1 hurricanes can cause devastating surge. So again, don't worry so much about the storm surge. Don't worry so much about the category. Worry about the storm surge and wind. And the stronger it is, the more likely several hours of 100 mile per hour winds or greater will also be likely. But then, once Idalia crosses, some models want to bring it into the Carolinas, which that could also be problematic for surge and rainfall. So anyway, Idalia's getting better organized. It's likely going to be a hurricane. This is one storm that needs to be really watched if you live in Florida or even if you live in the Carolinas. And that's the update on now Tropical Storm Idalia.